Hi everybody, welcome to the Hippie Kitchen, the place to be to learn about holistic living for optimal health. My name is Richard and I'm a functional health coach and food professional. We're in my kitchen today and we're going to be making some curry. Normally I make soup on Sunday, but curry is pretty close. It's kind of soupy. So I'm just going to show you what ingredients we're using today and we're going to get going. Alright, so here we are. I've already done the prep. Usually I show you everything whole, but I was going to try to go live today, but that didn't work out. Technical difficulties, learning curve. Alright, so we've got some chicken here. So this is chicken breast that I purchased, humanely raised, free of antibiotics, which is really important when you're considering still eating meat in your diet. Hormones cause such disruptions in our systems, so it's best to try to find within your budget. I mean, I know, do your best, but use something that's free of steroids and antibiotics. So that's that. And then we've got some veggies over here. I've got some carrots, I've got some red bell pepper, I've got some onions and garlic, and I've got some zucchini cut up in little strips here, just to be a different shape. So you can basically use whatever vegetables you want, whatever you got. So this is what I'm using today with the chicken. And so then I've got some red curry paste, and I'm going to be using some of that. And then I've got 2 tablespoons of regular yellow curry powder and a tablespoon of chili powder, which is just something I like to add. Now normally in my curry I would be using fresh ginger and fresh lime, but I forgot both in my last shopping. And so this is where I use my oils. I do cook with my oils, so this is a great opportunity for you to see that you can absolutely cook with your oils. And so then I've got some sesame oil that I'm going to use. I keep that in the refrigerator so it doesn't go rancid. And then I've got 2 cans of coconut milk, as well as some green onions and some fresh cilantro. All right, so we're going to get going. There we go. So my pan is nice and warm. So I'm going to add some sesame oil. It's about a tablespoon. Put in the chicken. Here we go. I'm going to turn this heat down, and now I'm going to throw the carrots and, let's see, carrots, onions, everything except the zucchini. I'm going to throw in there so it starts to soften a little bit. This comes together pretty quickly, so we'll just let that finish cooking through. Turn the chicken over. Let that finish cooking. I'm just going to give that a little salt. Okay, so the chicken's pretty much cooked through here. We're just going to spread that out. Check out our pieces. Cut up those bigger pieces. Let them cook through. I'm going to add the zucchini. Okay, so I love adding carrots to my curry. Another great addition to add to the curry would be sweet potatoes. But that orange vegetable, that beta-carotene, vitamin A, that's so wonderful for us, and we just don't get enough of it in our diet. So I try to fit something orange in my day, every day. And of course, that's what they say, right? Try to eat the rainbow every day. But orange and green, very important. Okay, so, sorry for the wiggle, guys. Now, if you were vegan, vegetarian, we've done this before. We did this Christmas Eve. Our son is vegan and his girlfriend are now vegan. So we just made this with cauliflower. So basically I sauteed that cauliflower with a little bit of vegetable stock in the beginning, just like I did the chicken, because it takes a little longer to break down. And then again, I added the carrots and continued the same way. And so what I did for that was anyone else who ate meat, I did some shrimp. I did some grilled shrimp on the side. And so then they could just put the shrimp in their curry at the end. And also I made some rice to serve with this. If you were doing more of a paleo or a low-carb style, you could actually just replace that with cauliflower rice. And so you could do this chicken curry or fish curry or any kind of curry you wanted and put it on top of that. And then you would have your paleo low-carb. So I'm basically just doing a whole foods version, and we're going to have some rice with that. So that's looking good, and it's going to continue to cook. So I'm going to go ahead and add my 1 tablespoon of red curry paste. Now sometimes it's actually hard to find this paste. This is just plain red curry paste. There's always so many different kinds out there and it gets so confusing, but use what you have and then just fix it as you go. But this is my basic recipe. So again, this is the mix of curry powder and chili powder. So that's 2 tablespoons of curry powder and 1 tablespoon of chili powder. I'll mix that up. Now normally, if I was using the fresh ginger, it would be in here by now. But again, I'm using essential oils today, and so I won't add that until the very end. Because when we expose the oils to heat that's too hot, we're just killing all the properties, really. And we don't really want to do that. You could add it now if you wanted to, but... Alright, so that's nice and mixed. I'm going to add my coconut milk. I hate how coconut milk, I shook this really well, too. But sometimes it's just all goopy. I'm going to take a spoon to this one. But this is actually pretty convenient when you're trying to get the cream off to make cream. So this is a gluten-free and dairy-free meal. I am allergic to dairy. And again, whole foods, I try to stick to that. It helps me with inflammation. And this is definitely one of my favorite things to eat. I could probably eat this. Oh, I don't know. I think I could probably eat this every day. When I used to eat out a lot, Asian food was definitely my thing. And curry, Thai food, Vietnamese. I love those flavors. Alright, so I'm just going to let that sit for a minute, and I'm going to cut through some sorry for the wiggle again. I'm just going to cut through some cilantro. Alright, here we go. This has been simmering. I just turned the heat down pretty low, like to number 3. And I threw a knife through about a cup of fresh cilantro. And I'm going to add that in there. Stir that in. I'm not going to taste it until all of this stuff is in here. Cilantro gives it such a wonderful flavor. One of my favorite herbs, for sure. Which is funny, I guess some people just don't like it. Alright, so at this point, I'm shutting off the heat, and I am going to add 1 drop of ginger essential oil. I'm just going to do 1 drop at a time. Now, if this was something heavy, if you were working with like oregano or thyme oil, the ginger is pretty light, the lime is pretty light, but you have to be careful. Sometimes you might even want to use a toothpick and just dab a toothpick, but I've done this before, so I'm comfortable putting 1 drop of each in here. So that's 1 drop of ginger, 1 drop of lime. And it just smells exactly the same. That's so wonderful. So very convenient to have on hand. I forget stuff at the grocery store all the time. If I don't have a list, I'm just out of luck. And most of the time, even when I write a list, I forget it. So, all right, I'm going to give this a try. Oh, that is just pretty much almost perfect. And of course, I love my sriracha sauce. And I'm going to throw in a pinch of red peppers. There we go, a pinch of red pepper flakes. That's a little spicy, so you can do it how you want it. That's the beauty of cooking. Do what you love. Alright. And I even have some green onion here. And I'm just going to chop some of that into there. If you didn't have it, you wouldn't use it. Again, that's the beauty about curry. Curry's like stir fry. You can throw whatever you want in there. There's green curry, red curry, yellow curry. This is absolutely my favorite recipe. All right, a touch of salt. I'll get a fresh spoon. Oh, that looks so good. This is so one of my favorite things in the world to eat. And you just use what you have on hand. That's the other beauty of it. Okay, that's perfect. All right, so we've got a little bit of rice here. I'm only using one hand, so we'll see how talented I am. And that's it, guys. Look at how delish. So delish. Throw a little extra greens in there. Don't forget your spoon. So I'm very excited. It's so good. I'm gonna have some of this now. So Happy New Year, guys. It's New Year's Eve. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and share. It does me such a favor. And thanks for joining me again for Sunday Soup. I'll see you again next time. Bye.